So, no trades closed today and one heck of a volatile trading session. We've had P&L swings of over $4,000, currently flowing about $500 in the blue over there. However, nothing to brag about. It is something that I wanted to share with you guys, which is a key lesson that I've actually just discussed on a breakdown with my community, and I want to share that with all of you as well. So it is on USDJPY. We had a 40 pip rally against us, so the price went into drawdown. I want to speak about that in this video. So sit back, relax, let's get into the video. Right guys, one of the biggest mistakes I made very early on in my career, for several years actually, was overhyping a trade. Telling myself that this trade is the one that's going to make me X. I entered short on USDJPY today. The market obviously rallied. I've drawn this red rectangle, just as an explanation in one of the videos that I've done inside my community. But imagine you had the opportunity to, one, win every trade, but you don't know when that losing trade is going to come. Think about that. Or option two, you prepare for a losing trade and you treat all trades the same. You're going to be more prepared for a losing trade on option two. You're going to know that my next trade may be a losing trade. Guys, let's run through some quick maths here. If you had a 50% win rate, meaning out of 10 trades, you lose 5 trades, and you were risking $100 per trade. That means if you had 5 consecutive losses, you would have lost $500. If you trade with a minimum of a 1 to 2 risk reward and your winning trades reached a 1 to 2, so every winning trade would have made you $200. Think about the risk reward here. 5 trades times $200 is $1,000. Minus the $500 that you lost is netting you a profit of $500 across 10 trades. The real message that I want to get across to all of you is that you want to start looking at your trading in groups and in sets of 10 or 20 trades. It's the only way you're actually going to find profitability. It's like putting $500 out there and trying to get your $500 back with $250 on top. That's it. Let's say you were going to risk $500 across 10 trades. So that means you're going to risk $50 per trade. Is the market going 40 pips against you going to bother you? No, right? Because you have 10 trades and that hasn't even stopped you out. So what you really want to try and get yourself into a position of, guys, is trading correctly. And like I said to my community this evening, trade well. Trade well because the market will reward you. Trading well includes managing your risk, following your plan, playing out your string of 10 or 20 trades. Because this is really where the key in profitability is. Long-term consistency in trading is having a set of rules that you can follow and implement on a daily basis. That is it, guys. I don't know why my eye was itchy there, but that is it. So what you really want to remind yourself of is, like in this case that we had over here, I entered the market at 147.765, right? We had a big push up at 40 pips to the upside, which again, when I was looking at this, I wasn't overly happy with it either. I'll be honest. But I thought, you know what? I'm giving it 50 pips. Let it do its thing. Let it do its thing. Not a problem. I'm actually in pound yen as well. In pound yen has been quite volatile because at one moment we had, a 50 pip sell-off and then we're back at break even. So hence why I said I've had a volatile trading session, closed no profit today, but I wanted to share that lesson with you all because it is such a valuable lesson. But back to dollar yen there, guys. I do like the prior trading day. I do like the fact that we are showing signs of exhaustion. But what I also want to bring to your attention on this trade for a lesson is the fact that, fine, we've been stuck in a range. It is no lie that we've been stuck in a range for a very long time. In fact, since the start of August. You might put that down to it being a summer month, or the summer trading period is less volume. Fine, no problem. But when this breaks, it's going to melt to the downside. And in my opinion, it'll obviously melt to the downside. Look, we can have a squeeze to the upside here, but I do think overall we're going to head much, much lower. There are all signs pointing to a weak dollar at the moment. And again, you want to go ahead, let me show you. Yeah, on Friday we had Jackson Hole. This is where the Federal Reserve announced they're going to be cutting interest rates or potential rate cut in September. And again, that put a lot of pressure on the dollar, and dollar yen being one of them. Just delete this for a second. And yeah, it's been no word of a lie that I've been actively trying to sell dollar yen. I had one short, which I shared publicly in my free Telegram with a 30 pip stop. We managed to bank of 80 pips. And I had another 2 consecutive trades after that with very small stops, which stopped me out. What did I do on this trade? Because think about it, had I run a 30 pip stop on, like I did on these 2, on my next trade, that would have stopped me out. What did I do? I learned from my previous trade, which is all that we can do, right, in trading. And what did I do? I lowered my size briefly, but I gave myself a 55 pip stop, right? And I'm still in the trade. You have to be able to adapt. And if you need to run a little bit of a wider stop, trade smaller, right? It doesn't mean you're going to be risking more. Just reduce your size slightly to accommodate for that. So the real message that I want to get across to all of you is stop trying to win every trade. You're not going to win every trade. You're not going to pass that funded account in one trade, because think about it this way. What would you rather have? Same thing I said in the start of the video. Would you have winning every trade, but you don't know when that losing trade is going to come and you're going to lose all your profits? Or would you rather prepare? Imagine I handed you a funded account right now. There you go. And I said, I've passed it for you. Have it. Keep all the profit. What do you think is going to happen? Chances are you're going to blow it. Right? Chances are you're going to blow it because you don't have a system that can be repeated over a long enough period of time, which can sustain levels of drawdown of less than 10% over a 6-month period. Can you do that? Do you actually have a system in place that's going to allow you to do that? Do you have risk controls which you can implement when you're in drawdown to make sure you stay alive in the account? Probably not. These are all things you got to think about, guys. You can't just think about winning every trade. The real hack to trading is knowing that you can lose. It's knowing that you will lose a trade, but more importantly, you're preparing for it. That's all for today's video. No trades closed. Still floating in these 2 trades. Good luck, my friends. Like always, keep going. See you in the next video.